So, Anushka, you have served as the club president somewhere in the year 2017. And right now, the president is the one and only Ananyo. So, what could be the reason that the intelligence levels of the presidents are increasing as years go by?
Oh, well, I think that
Hello and welcome to the second episode of the CCT Talk Show. And today I have the pleasure to host a very special Toastmaster. Her name is Anushka Tyagi. Professionally, she is working as a subject matter expert at CHEG. She's a graduate in economics, and in Toastmasters, she's serving as the Associate Area Director of Area E3 and is the immediate area director of area E5. In short, all the positions which are not credited by Toastmasters International. Anushka, how does it feel to be a part of my talk show today?
oh, well, it feels really nice. I had never thought about that I will get this opportunity anytime soon because of all the experiences in terms of bittersweet memories we have with our internet. But I'm so glad that you picked me this week, and I hope I live up to your expectations.
Definitely, Anushka. So, few days back, we celebrated International Women's Day on 8th of March. Anushka, do you have any message for aspiring women leaders out there?
Yeah, definitely. I want to say one thing, that Toastmasters is one place where you can not only practice communication skills but leadership skills. And I would say that this is one place where I got an opportunity to start by taking baby steps. If I have to talk about my personal journey, I started off as treasurer here around 4 years back. Then I served Capital City Toastmasters as Vice President Education. And my most cherished experience as a leader is of being a president. So yeah, I think that the club always gives opportunity to women and men equally. So I think it's a beautiful place to experience how you are going to react in difficult situations and practice leadership skills by being in the shoes of a leader.
Exactly. Even I've seen in Capital City Toastmasters, we do have a lot of aspiring women leaders out there taking up strong leadership positions. Rightly said, Anushka. Anushka, do you could you share your biggest achievement in your life? It could be anything you could talk about.
Well, I'm going to limit my experiences to Toastmasters in the initial phases. So, like, if I have to talk about my biggest achievement, there was a time when I was giving my project 4, like my 4th speech in Toastmasters, and I was very nervous to deliver that. And I was just thinking about what if I forget my content? What if people are not going to resonate with my thoughts and viewpoints? But then at the end of my speech, everybody in Himachal Bhavan stood and gave me a round of applause. And that meant a lot to me because firstly, that wasn't my P1. Secondly, it wasn't my P10. So people were not obliged to stand in my speech, but because they stood and they all resonated with the message that I have given out. It was a speech regarding the war that man is fighting against a man, and I have quoted one of the stories from Syria. So I guess that is one of the most memorable memory, and I think that day I touched the soul of my audience.
Wonderful. I think you do it every time you come on stage, Anushka. That I can assure you. So, what could be the reasons, in your view, some of us feel scared of public speaking? What could be the reasons?
Well, everybody can be scared of different reasons. One of the reasons that could be due to their past experiences. I think why I was scared was the simple fact that I was scared that I might go on the stage and forget my content, what I am supposed to talk about. So this thing of going on stage and going blank always made me rethink about whether I should go on stage in the first place or not. So if person can remove whatever fears they individually have. Somebody can fear, okay, what are others going to think? Maybe what are my friends going to judge me upon? So whatever fear anybody has, if they keep that fear aside and just come on stage for once, I think that's a beautiful experience.
Definitely, rightly said, Anushka. Right now, at this point of time, what are you? What is that something that you're curious about?
Well, I'm curious about many things. I am curious about the fact when are my office going to reopen. Also, I'm curious about when are we going to have offline meetings. And also, I'm curious about to know once people fall back to their lives the way they were before Corona, are the ongoing cases going to show an upward trend or a downward trend? Because every time I think about okay, Corona is gone out of my life, I see a headline, highest number of cases recorded in India, and then I feel like, oh God, it's still there. So I'm curious about the day when we all will go out and we'll see this headline won't be there.
I feel almost every one of us are anticipating for that day to come soon, Anushka. So, Anushka, you have served as the club president somewhere in the year 2017, and right now the president is the one and only Ananyo. So, what could be the reason that the intelligence levels of the presidents are increasing as years go by?
Oh well, I think that intelligence level of president, I should not comment on that. But I think that with time, I have seen leaders that who are coming up in CCT and taking up positions, they are becoming more vibrant in terms of their exposure to CCT. They are bringing out different things. Like when I was president, I would have just thought in my memories of conducting an interview, but I would have not gone there and conducted this interview. Somewhere, I think now the ideology of presidents are changing. They don't consider any particular role that belongs to one particular segment, like if conducting an interview or interacting with people should be a PR work. So presidents are not restricting themselves to just, okay, I'm president and PR is going to do that. And at the same time, if you have to book a venue, so I'm sure presidents are not going to shy away in terms of going themselves and booking. So I think the kind of flexibility now we have in terms of exchanging our roles and sharing responsibilities is something that I think is beautiful. And I would say that when I was president, I got support of my entire EC. Also, I got support of all the members there. And I think the way people walk out of their own responsibilities and help somebody else, seeing that is very beautiful. And it takes a lot of burden from your shoulders. Like if somebody says, I'm going to make posters, and VPPR would be like, dude, you're God for me. So that kind of enthusiasm in CCT of helping others and seeing how I am going to perform in that role without actually taking up that role is something that's beautiful.
That's beautifully answered, Anushka. So just to give a disclaimer, this question was asked basically to tease Anushka. She is very much intelligent, so no doubt about that. Lastly, I would ask you this question. So you are a part of Toastmasters International for nearly the last 4-5 years. So what motivates you to renew your Toastmasters membership every term?
Well, my motivation comes from two factors. First factor being that public speaking is what I love to do. And there are times when, though there are different platforms where I can practice public speaking, but somewhere I think I have to put myself out there and I think I have to go out of my comfort zone. But when I am in Toastmasters, renew and think about what I have to share with audience. So in terms of searching a platform, in terms of practicing on a platform, there are many hindrances there. I may not be comfortable in terms of going directly and talking to 100 new people out there. But if I have to talk in front of 100 Toastmasters, I would feel they are my family. They all have gone through these phases of having butterflies in their stomach when it comes to talking. So I think I resonate more with people who are here, and this is one place where I can make a mistake. Nobody is going to scold me there, and also I can learn at the same time. So I think this is the beauty of learning. And nobody can master public speaking in a way that I have spent 3 years, so I am fine, I'm a public speaker. No, it's not like that. If you will not go on stage for 2-3 months, the next time you will go, you will feel the same sort of butterflies. And here we have our VPN, our mentors, who always nudge us that, oh, come on, give a speech, take up a role. So these kind of small nudge factors are not there available with other organizations.
Definitely. I'm sure our listeners are enthralled by listening to the answers why Toastmasters serving as a platform for promoting public speaking, as a safe space for promoting your interest, your growth in public speaking. Really enjoyed that, Anushka. Now we'll move on to the next part of this talk show, that is the impromptu speaking, or what we call in Toastmasters as the table topic session. So table topic session is the favorite session of every Toastmaster and guest who attend in a meeting. In this session, a speaker is given a topic by the table topic master, and the speaker needs to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Anushka, I'll be giving you a topic right now, and for your convenience, I'll be writing in the chat box if 1 minute has elapsed, followed by 1.5 minutes and 2 minutes. So you can time your speech accordingly. So Anushka, your topic is real wealth is not measured by money or possession. Real wealth is not measured by money or possession. Anushka, you will start speaking.
Well, we all know people start their life by listening to a quote, health is wealth. But later in our lives, we ignore our health to make wealth. And then, as everybody knows, we spend that wealth to get back our health. But in my opinion, real wealth is something that you build upon and that you want to treasure and don't want to lose any time. I have seen many people who live in big bungalows, and at the same time they go to their bed feeling something is missing out from their life. Well, at the same time, there could be a person who is not that fortunate but would go back to sleep seeing at stars, sky, and would feel equally happy. I think real wealth is, for somebody, would be knowing what you want to do in your life and to know your purpose in life. Like, to quote something, I am a kind of a person who likes to play badminton a lot. Like, you have seen last picnic how crazily I was asking people not to take badminton away from me. So if someday I get a chance and I get to upskill myself in terms of my badminton skills, I guess that is going to be something that I'm going to treasure more. And at the same time, I think that associating your happiness with wealth is something that is very short-lived. People should invest on their hobbies, their families, their siblings, and should also take out time to travel with their loved ones, because that is what is going to matter in the long run, and not how many dollars or rupee currency you have in your account.
I hope each one of us have loved the way Anushka has spoken about this topic. This is what Toastmasters really like to do, think on their feet, as demonstrated by Toastmaster Anushka. So Anushka, right now we are heading towards the last and the final and the interesting segment of the talk show, that is the rapid fire segment, where I'll ask you 6 questions and you need to answer them very quickly, Anushka. So all set, Anushka?
Perfect.
All set?
Yes,
okay.
Excited.
Perfect. That should be the spirit. So your first question is, what's the first career that you ever dreamt of?
Being a pilot.
If you had to choose only 3 adjectives to describe yourself, what would those 3 adjectives be?
Compassionate, fun-loving, nature lover.
What is your last thought before going to bed?
Alarm लगाया है कि नहीं?
What makes you angry?
People lying on my face.
If you were to write a book about yourself, what would it be called?
From a princess to a queen.
what in your surroundings you find it to be overrated?
Bollywood celebrities.
So we are done with the rapid fire segment, Anushka. All the 3 segments are covered. So any final thoughts on this talk show, Anushka?
Well, I would say this is a beautiful initiative taken by you, and with time, I guess we all have moved closer to our laptop screens. But yeah, we have to make sure that how we are going to use them. And for talking and interacting, this is a very nice way. I was bored at attending meetings and just keeping my camera off and looking at the screen where I just see people's names. I'm so happy and delighted to see you.
Same is my pleasure, Anushka. Thanks for giving your time for this talk show. I hope our viewers and listeners enjoy and gain beautiful insights as shared by Anushka. So, bye bye.
Thank you.